All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Wait, set. Wait, 20.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Go bandit. 72.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Running right, Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP time.
Brady's throw there complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Regular.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's right. We got 4. We got 4.
From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready, break.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, check.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Fire.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Hey, T-back, let's go. Pick it up, T.
Hey! Motion, motion.
High five.
Bravo. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Taking it about the 36. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check it, reload. 5.
Right there, 54 Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
When he hits.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First down, Indianapolis.
Ready, set.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in.
Yes.
He's coming in motion.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Down. 15.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And that is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that's 53! Hey, goal 66!
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check 43.
Hey, check it!
Switch. Wide. Get wide.
Alert! Ozzy! 72!
Shotgun now for Brady. He hits Gronkowski on the out route, and he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Brady. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Rock it.
Big air. Switch it. Come on,
Snap.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, It's been pretty sensational.
Watch 54.
Shadow.
Mike 54. Mike.
Hey, check it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check it. Wait, 20 hit.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alabama, Alabama.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 54.
72.
You.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready, ready.
Right here. Tight left. Alert. 3 down.
Shoot.
From the gun, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go. 70, Indy.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, that's good. Check it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the go.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. He's got Evans. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Go 50.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Bang!
Sugar.
Again, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. 58, boys. 58 is Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball. defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Rip. Twist.
To throw again. Brady. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
On the throwaway. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away. Gay's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Come on, set. 10 2 stop. Hey. Hey, we got to seal. Watch the run.
Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They go right back to Mack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Go.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All day.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Watch the slant. Alert!
54, Mike.
And the blitz does come. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha.
Get the ball.
Regular.
Here's Brady to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back's mine.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike. 50 seconds.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Howard has the first down and then some. That's caught by Howard. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Alert.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Rabbit. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Hey, Echo.
Right there.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans. His 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Hey, Haywood.
54.
Check it, reload.
To throw is Brady. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Off play action. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On second down now, it's Mack finding room to the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw. Eason, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Go on, go on. Go out.
Looking to throw. Eason. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Check 26, check 26.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one is right through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brady. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rock Ya-Sin, a rookie second-rounder from Temple, there to make the play. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punt? do during the course of practice each and every day, the best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Go, go.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On first down, they'll start out with Matt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Look at me, zipper! Hey, we got a seal, we got a seal, we got a seal. Hey, Sam on! Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brady now to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ozzie! Ozzie!
Brady going to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Mike 5-4. Hey, I'm coming.
Go Bandit!
Check 37. Check 37.
Check 50. Check 50.
From the gun, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Tight down. There you go.
2nd and 6. And he whips that one incomplete there. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Motion.
Again, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 19th touchdown now on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Let them know. Check 4, 25, check 25, check 25. Check.
Off the play fake. Eason. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Check. Key tight end. 4 down, check. Four down. Check.
Leo.
Back. Alert three.
Off play action. Eason. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that in his defense.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 52. Watch the twist.
And
Switch.
hard.
On fourth down, Eason. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Quick use the mic. Here we go, D.
50.
Jones. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 9-yard line. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And to the surprise of exactly